and welcome to a new video from me. So today I have filmed for you this night out makeup look using all of my Holy Grail products that I'm loving and would recommend to you. I'm going out tonight, so I just wanted to, do a really glam, feminine look, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get into the video. So I've exfoliated, cleansed, moisturised all my skin, that's all done. I put my contact lenses in, so now it's time to move on to the makeup. I'm going to take my Tanya Burr Cosmetics Facial Illuminator. I'm going to take one pump on the back of my hand. I'm going to dot it around my skin, like so, and then I'm just going to blend that in with my hands. I wouldn't say this is like the best sort of base product I've ever used on my skin. It's not like as glowy as one I've got from L'Oreal, which is quite like pearlescent, but it does add a nice glow and it doesn't like disrupt any of my makeup underneath or anything. I don't know if I said in the introduction of this video, but I'm going out tonight. I'm going to watch my best friend perform in the theatre, and then we're going to go out for a few drinks. So it'll be really lovely, and I just thought it'd be nice to sit down and show you all of my favourite products, really, like things that I go towards when I want to look nice and I don't really want to experiment. I just want to stick to what I know and hopefully it turns out okay. So I'm going in with my favourite ever foundation, and if I could recommend one foundation from like Boots or Superdrug, it would 100% be the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour Matte Foundation. Now, when I hear matte, I immediately think, no, not for me, don't like it. This I wouldn't say is exactly matte. I would say it's like got a velvet finish, but it still allows a glow and a little bit of shine to, come through the foundation. However, it lasts all day. I can put this on in the morning, do a full 8-hour shift at work, come home and still look pretty good. I mean, obviously a little bit of shine might have come through, but apart from that, it's foolproof. And I recommended this to my sister, and we've got completely different skin types. She's got quite dry skin, so again, she was like, I really don't want a matte foundation. And I was like, give it a go. And I think she loves it. Well, I know she loves it. So yeah, would recommend this foundation. I'm going to apply that with a wet beauty blender, just because I think it gives the best look. I wear the shade 11 Vanilla, and they do have one lighter than this actually, but I feel like it's a bit too light for me. So, like, while I'm doing this, I'd like to ask what kind of videos you prefer. So do you prefer, like, chatty videos where I talk through everything? Or do you prefer when, like, I film it and I edit it and add a voiceover? Or just music? Like, what do you find more helpful or more interesting or more fun to watch? And likewise, like, the length of videos, do you prefer shorter ones or longer ones? Or just do you like a mixture of everything? Because I think that's where I'm at with people that I watch. I just like to watch a mixture of styles of videos. Variety is the spice of life, as they say. And that's it really. It's so simple and easy to put on, and again, it lasts all day with a bit of setting powder. Couldn't recommend this foundation enough. So because I'm doing more of a full coverage glam night out look, I am going to use two concealers. I'm going to use the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer and then the Rimmel Match Perfection, which is like the highlighting illuminator concealer. So first of all, I'm going to go in with the Lasting Perfection Concealer. I'm just going to dot that sort of under my eyes and then on any spots or any imperfections. I always have like this one blemish on my nose where my glasses sit, and it does my head in. And then I tend to just put it where my foundation tends to come off the most, so between my eyebrows, on my chin, sort of around my mouth. It's not really that necessary, but as I said, it is more of a full coverage look. I'm going to blend that in again with my damp beauty blender. It just makes everything so easy. I love it. And also, like, it just applies the perfect amount of product, so you never look sort of cakey? Is that the right term? And then, as I said, I'm going to go in with the highlighting concealer by Rimmel, and I'm just going to brush that under my eyes. Look at that. Just to give me a little bit more coverage and a bit more glow and highlight. I'm all about that highlight nowadays. I just realised I look naked. I'm not naked. Oh, okay. And then again, the beauty blender does its magic. I'd love to know what we all did before beauty blenders. What did we do? Because brushes, I just like, if I convert to a brush for a day, like, I immediately tell the difference. Like, not necessarily straight away, but like throughout the day my makeup just doesn't look as nice. Like, it starts to, I don't know, go patchy. I just think with the beauty blender it just makes it last so much better. So that's my base done. I'm looking at like a blank canvas right now. I've got no colour going on, but I'm just going to leave that to work and sink in and do its own thing, and I'm going to move on to my eyebrows, so I will zoom you in. Lucky you. Okay, so this will be really boring because I do my same eyebrow routine whatever I'm doing. So I'm using the Maybelline Master Brow Pro Palette. I think I always say Rimmel when I'm describing this, but it is Maybelline. So I'm going to take this little angled brush by Real Techniques, and I'm just going to take the gel side first and brush that through my brows just to give them a bit more shape and texture and definition, and then I'm going to go in with the powder. I'll try and whiz through this bit so it's not as boring. The reason this palette is my holy grail eyebrow product is just because how easy it is and like how natural they look when they're finished. I just honestly could not recommend like a gel and then a powder more. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be this brand, but like, I loved my eyebrow pencil for a while, but then looking back on old videos, I'm like, what was I doing with my eyebrows? They just did not look natural at all. I'm not saying they look natural now, but they definitely look more natural than before. So now I'm taking the powder again, more towards the end of the brow, like that, and then I'm just sort of feathering it up towards the middle. Then I'm going to take my spoolie and just brush through, specifically like the front of the brow. Johnny said to me the other day, your brows look really feathery, and I think that wasn't a compliment, but to me that was a massive compliment, so thank you, Johnny. Just because I love the natural sort of messy, undone look at the moment. Now that I brush them out, I'm just going to loosely go over with the pencil just to fill in any gaps that the brow product has missed, and then I'll clean it with concealer and I'll come back to you. So they're not perfect, but when are we ever completely happy with our brows, let's be honest. For eyeshadow, I'm going to use something that isn't really a holy grail yet, but I feel it possibly could be. It's new to me, but it is the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette Ombre in the shade Warm Neutral, so I'll do like a little close-up for you. And I just think it's so beautiful, so expensive looking, and I think it was about, I say like between £15 or £20, I can't be entirely sure, but so far I'm really enjoying it. The pigment is beautiful, the shadows are really long lasting, providing you do put a decent primer underneath. I have particularly oily eyelids, so I definitely need a primer. So let's get on to the eye makeup. So as a transitional colour, I'm going to take two sort of medium brown tones and I'm just going to blend them and buff them into my crease just to give me something to work with. I'm using this like really fluffy brush just to give me like a good solid wash of colour, but nothing too intense. Then I'm going to take a cleaner fluffy brush and just blend that out a bit more. And then, like in all my other makeup videos, I'm gonna deepen up the crease using a darker burgundy colour. What a surprise! But as I said, this NYX palette really has some beautiful tones in it. So I'm just gonna sweep that on the outside of the eye and then bring it in gently into the crease, like that. I would say like the only difference I find with this palette is it's not as easy to blend out as some of my other palettes. Like, it's still really easily blendable, just not, the shades aren't as buttery in formula, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. Then I'm going to blend that again with another clean brush. It doesn't look very clean, but it is clean compared to my others at the minute. And I'm just gonna keep smoking it out really. I want it to be really nicely blended. And then across the lid I'm taking a beautiful sort of rose gold metallic red colour, and it's so beautiful, honestly. Just watch the pigmentation on this bad boy. And I'm going to go in a few times, like packing on the colour before blending out slightly. I just feel like it's perfect for a night out look because like it'll catch the light at certain points to give you that glamorous cat eye. And then to lighten it up slightly, I'm going to take this really beautiful gold colour and take that in the inner corner of my eye. And then I'm going to blend out one more time. I feel like on camera it doesn't look like I blended it very well, but I promise you in natural light it looks really well blended. I'm going to see if I can fix that. There must be a setting I could change to make it more realistic. And then under my brow bone I'm taking the two lightest colours and just dusting them like that. Now on to eyeliner, my favourite part of every look that I do. Not my favourite part to film though, however, it never goes right on camera, but we'll give it a go. That's my eyeliner done, and if you couldn't tell already, my favourite eyeliner and holy grail product is the L'Oreal Superliner in Perfect Slim. It's such a beautiful eyeliner, so easy to use. Once you obviously get used to it, you don't just get given this eyeliner and you become the queen of cat eye, but once you get used to it, it's a brilliant, brilliant eyeliner, and it lasts for so long, stays black, stays like wet. It's just a really good eyeliner. Now onto mascara. Now recently I've started curling my eyelashes, so I'll spare you the gross clip of me doing that, and then I'm going to apply my holy grail mascara of the moment, which is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I tend to apply just a few coats of that, and that tends to do the job. Now we're going to go back on to the skin. To set my skin into place, I'm going to take the Rimmel Match Perfection Loose Powder, and what I tend to do is I just take the powder off like the inside of the lid, and that tends to be enough for my whole face. Sorry, this is a really weird angle. I'm just trying to take the lid off without getting powder everywhere. So I just apply that all over my skin, and it doesn't really matter if I apply too much because it's so finely milled and beautiful that it never makes my face look cakey. And then sometimes I go in with a smaller brush just under my eyes, like that. I really feel that the lighting has been so off. Like, do you prefer me using natural light? 'Cause I think I do, but it's all trial and error, isn't it? Let me know what you think in the description in the comments. Now for bronzer, I'm taking the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I'm just using that to contour slightly. And then up through my temples, again, like slightly, like I'm not too fussed about contouring, it's just, they're the sort of go-to places to add a bit of colour really, aren't they? And then a bit down the neck. Then for highlight I've been using my Mary Luminizer, just on the tops of my cheeks, Cupid's bow, nose. Finally for blusher, I've been using sort of a combination of all these colours from my Gwen Stefani blush palette and just dusting that on my cheeks. And finally for lips, I'm going in with something really natural. It's my Tanya Burr lipstick in the shade Pink Cocoa, just because I haven't got to worry about smudging or coming off, you know, like on the straws when you have a drink or anything. So yeah, I'm just going to apply that. And that's it guys, thank you so much for watching. I will hopefully have filmed close-ups of all the products so you would have seen them, but I just wanted to put a video out there showing you all of my favourite Holy Grail high recommended products that I'm loving at the moment. And yeah, I'll see you guys in another video very soon. Thank you for watching, bye!